Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about the new COVID tiers for the UK and what they mean for people like me with disabilities and people with mental health disabilities and learning disabilities. So yeah, let's start with what tier 1 is. Tier 1 equals a medium alert, and the only places that are on tier 1 are the South East, which is the Isle of Wight, the South West, which is Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly. Tier 2, which is high alert, which is the east of England where I am, including Bedfordshire, Milton Keynes, Cambridge, Essex, Warwick, Southend, Hertfordshire, Norfolk and Suffolk, the East Midlands, Northampton, Rutland, London, all 32 boroughs, plus the main city of London, the North West, Cumbria, Liverpool, Warrington, the South East, Bracknell Forest, Brighton, Buckinghamshire, East Sussex, Hampshire, Oxfordshire, Windsor. Tier 3 is the very high alert, which is Derby, Leicester, Lincolnshire, Nottingham, County Durham, Sunderland, Newcastle, Middlesbrough, Blackburn, Blackpool, Greater Manchester, Lancashire, Kent, Bristol, Birmingham and Yorkshire. So I'm going to talk through each tier so you know what they mean. So let's start with tier 2. So what does tier 2 actually mean? This means the area is on high alert for coronavirus, with the government saying it shows it has high or rapidly increasing levels of infections where some additional restrictions may need to be put in place. So, does this mean that we can see our family and friends indoors? No, unless they are in your household, you cannot socialise with anyone you do not live with or who is not in your support bubble in any indoor setting, whether at home or in a public place. So, can I see my friends and family outdoors, including in a garden? Yes, with certain restrictions. You cannot socialise in a group of more than 6 people outdoors, including in a garden or public space. This is called the rule of 6. And then it says, can I go to the pub? Yes, with some restrictions. You can go only outside a pub with your own household, and they are only allowed to serve alcohol with a substantial meal. So let's scan down a bit, and it says, so what is a substantial meal? There has been some doubt over this exact definition, with the Health Secretary Robert Jenrick suggesting last month that a Cornish pasty would fall only within the rules if it came on a plate with a salad or chips. This widely accepted definition is that it must be a proper meal rather than crisps, nuts or other bar snacks. So can I go to a restaurant? Yes, with the same restrictions as above regarding where you can sit with members of other households. So England's new tiers. So I'll actually show you the new tiers here so you can actually see them on my computer. So yeah, that's what the new tiers look like. And it says, can I go to the bar, pub or a restaurant? No, hospitality businesses serving food or drinks for consumption on their premises are required to provide table service only in premises which sell alcohol. Is there a curfew still on pubs and restaurants? Yes, but it has been put back an hour. Now hospitality venues serving alcohol must close between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. and stop taking orders at 10 p.m. Are there exemptions to the curfew? Yes, hospitality venues and airports, ports, transport services and motorway services are all exempt from the curfew. Can you still get a takeaway after 10 p.m? Yes, hospitality businesses and venues selling fast food and drinks for consumption off premises can continue to do so after 10 p.m. as long as this is a delivery service, click and collect or drive through. So it says, are there exemptions for cinemas and theatres with late shows? Yes, cinemas, theatres and concert halls can stay open beyond 11 p.m. in order to conclude performances on that start before 10 p.m. Are there new capacity rules on audiences at events? Yes, public attendance at outdoor and indoor venues is permitted, limited to whichever is lower 50% capacity or either 2,000 people outdoors or 1,000 people indoors. So I'm going to scan down again now. Can I go to church? Yes. Places of worship will be open, but you cannot socialise with people from outside your household or support bubble whilst you're indoors there unless a legal exemption applies. Weddings can go ahead with restrictions on numbers of attendees. 15 people can attend a wedding, ceremony and reception. Funerals are still permitted, yes. Now 30 people can attend a funeral and 15 people can attend linked commemorative events such as wakes or stone setting. Then we're going to go down here. So, what about if you go into a Tier 3 area? The government advises people to avoid travel to or overnight stays in Tier 3 areas other than where necessary, such as for work, education, youth services, to receive medical treatment, or because of caring responsibilities. So it adds that people can travel through a Tier 3 area as part of a longer journey. Can you go abroad? Yes, with some exemptions. For international travel, please check the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office travel advice for the destinations and the travel corridors list. So, like I said, I've read out the countries that are in the Tier 2 bracket and Tier 3 bracket. So what does Tier 3 mean? Tier 3, this is a very high alert level, the highest of the 3-tier system, for areas with a very high or very rapidly rising level of infections, where tighter restrictions are in place. So can I see my family and friends indoors? No. Unless they are in the same household, the rules for this are the same as Tier 2. Can I see my friends and families outdoors? Yes, but not in private gardens. You can only socialise in groups of up to 6 people in other outdoor public spaces, including parks, beaches, countryside that is accessible to the public, a public garden, grounds of a heritage site, castle or a sports facility. So, yeah, I'm going to keep scanning down. So what venues have to stay shut? The majority of entertainment and tourist venues must include indoor play centres, casinos, bingo halls, bowling alleys, skating rinks, amusement arcades, laser quests, cinemas, theatres, concert halls, snooker halls. Indoor attractions that must close include zoos, safari parks, wildlife reserves, aquariums, model villages, museums, galleries, botanical gardens, theme parks, circuses, fairgrounds, fun fairs, landmarks, including observation decks and viewing platforms. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up now with my own thoughts, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this so far. I do not think that the Prime Minister has any idea on how these new tier restrictions are going to affect people with learning disabilities, autism and mental health like myself. We are starting to come out recently of the national lockdown, and to be honest, I feel the Parliament are totally out of touch with regards to people with disabilities and mental health issues, as we are one of the most vulnerable groups out there, and there seems to be no support for us and what this means for us going forward in the future with regards to Christmas and the New Year celebrations. I feel that the UK government doesn't really care. I don't feel that they've really addressed our needs or what we are expected to do. I feel the government completely don't know what they're doing. I feel they're not really following the science behind all this. I feel the scientists are putting pressure on the government to do all this, and to be honest, I feel it's a mess. I feel they haven't really thought any of this through properly whatsoever, and if Boris listens to this and his UK officials, like, please guys, just take us seriously. Make this more accessible, explain what you mean, put it in an accessible format, because right now the websites that I'm reading are totally confusing. There's no accessible information with regards to what is happening or what we're expected to do or who we can and can't see. Like, please sort this out so that we know what to do for Christmas and New Year. Please don't make us go back into national lockdown, because I know there's been threats of that from some parliamentarians who are saying, oh, well, if we don't follow the rules, we'll be back down in national lockdown in the new year again. Let's stop this. Let's take this seriously. Let's get it sorted out. If we have to stay apart for Christmas, New Year's, whatever, get safe. Don't risk meeting up with people because you think that this isn't real or you think this is fake or whatever. This is very, very deadly. A lot of people are dying, but at the same time, the government hasn't made it accessible to any of us. And the problem is, I'm going to worry how many more people with learning disabilities, autism, mental health are getting confused by this, are getting really anxious, are having episodes of mental health, because this isn't been explained. It's very confusing. It's not easy to understand. And all I'm asking for the government to do is just take this seriously. Listen to us, what we want to do. Listen to how we need to be supported. And yeah, but I just thought I'd explain this to you all, guys. I hope you found it easy to understand what I'm trying to say. I'll link the articles down below in my video description, and I will be back next time. Bye guys.